Hey guys,
I'm Allegra.
And I'm Waverly.
And today we're showing you guys our top books of the year. We know the year is not over yet, but we thought it'd be fun to film this video anyway for the books we have read this past year, since January to August, or almost September.
Yep.
So, we haven't done this in a while, so let's do rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first. Oh, you go first.
Good thing too. Okay, which one should I start? Okay, I'm gonna do the biggest ones. So, I got recommended these books, if that's how you say it, whatever, last year during the school year, and I actually finally read them like last month. So the first one I actually read at the beginning of the year is The Cruel Prince, which was really good. I didn't absolutely love it because I didn't really get into it, but then I read The Wicked King, and that was amazing. So I read The Queen of Nothing, and now I absolutely love this series. So yeah, this is definitely one of my top for this year.
I'm not starting with the series, I'm just starting with a book. Pride and Prejudice. This looks like a really thick book, but it's like only this big.
Because it has
this
3 books in it.
Yeah.
It's just 3 of Jane Austen's.
Yeah, Northanger Abbey and Persuasion. But we just read Pride and Prejudice, and it was such a good book. It's a classic. Our parents had always said, you need to read this, you need to read this. I started it last summer, but I was too busy to finish it with work and stuff. But I finished it, and we are watching the movie, but it's the movie series because the actual movie is not very good. I love Keira Knightley, but the actual movie is not very good. So it's I think they'd call it a series.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's
the
episodes.
movies. Yeah.
But they're like hour-long episodes, and it's 7 or 6 of them.
But it's so good. Yes, it's such a good book.
Okay, so the next one is Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. I also read this one, or listened to it, at the same time as I did the first Cruel Prince book. And then I had to send the book back, and I bought it and read the last 3 chapters that I missed because I sent it, or it got sent back before I finished it. And then I bought this one, The Ballad of Never After. I'm actually only halfway through this, but I'm pretty sure since I loved the first one, and I loved the first half of this one, that I'm gonna love this book.
The rest of it.
I've heard a lot of good things about it, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna love it. And yes, I do know.
But you're halfway through it, so.
Yeah. I do know I bought a hardcover and a paperback, and it kind of annoys me because the difference of height, but it was the only one available at the time that I bought it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also looking forward to the third one that's actually coming out in November or something like that. Sometime around then.
So my next books are actually a spy series. Archangel and Scorpia. These 2 I read this year, so that's why they're included. Scorpia and then Archangel. But there's actually like a bazillion books in the series.
14.
I think this is like book 5 and 6 or 4 and 5 because I've already read the other ones. But there's a lot of them, so I don't even think I'm halfway through. But so far, I love this series so much. It's Alex Rider, Archangel, and Scorpia. They were such good books. It gets better. Like, usually, I'm not saying usually, but sometimes with authors, it's like the first few books are really good, but as they go along, they're not as good. But every single one of these books are amazing. So far, I haven't read them all, but they're all amazing. So these 2 were definitely my top favorites. I love, like, spy, cool books.
My next one is If He Had Been With Me by Laura Nolan. This is such a good book, and it's so sad, and it was amazing, and I had a lot of fun reading it. And there's another one coming out. I think it got moved to, like, February of next year. And it's from Finney's perspective, and I'm so excited for it to come out, because this one was so good and sad. Yeah.
And whose perspective was this? The girls?
Autumn's, yeah. I had to remember her name, but Autumn.
Someone's heart got squished.
Literally.
Okay, another one of mine. It's funny because we actually read this for English class this year, which I know you guys are like, what? How can you actually like a book from English class? But it was Lord of the Flies. Oh my goodness. This is such an, intense, freakish, not really freakish, just an intense, crazy, interesting to discuss book. I love everyone in our English class. It's our really good friend group. So it was so amazing the discussions we had out of this book. It's so crazy just what happens in the book. I can't spoil anything, but I can say it was one of the most interesting books I've ever read.
My next two are the first and second, because I don't have the third book in a physical copy, but The Inheritance Games. These are so good, and Allegra is gonna read them soon because she has to, because they're so good. They're like a mystery thriller, kind of. I mean, not so much thriller, but the mystery and some romance. It's like just enough romance, and there's like a love triangle. But yeah, it's really good. These two, and the third. The third's really good.
She's been begging me to read these.
Yes. There's also a fourth coming out.
Wow.
Wait, it comes out tomorrow.
Really? That's funny.
So it'll come out yesterday when this video comes out. But yeah, these two are really good. And the other one.
Okay, my last book is Who Are You Following by Sadie Robertson Huff. Sadie Robertson is such a phenomenal person. She is a Christian who is very advocate, and she's she's very advocate for Christians, and I love all of her books, and I love listening to her podcasts. It's funny, it's called Whoa, That's a Good Podcast. But I love this, and it says Pursuing Jesus in a Social Media Obsessed World. It's such an amazing book. Waverly, you started reading it, right? Did you finish it? Or
No.
you started it? But she started it. It is such an amazing book, and I love it because it's so good for today, like today's time, which is so like phoned and technology centered. It's such a good book. So this was definitely one of the top books I read this year.
I have two more.
Okay.
So I have the two more by Lynn Painter, I think, that I don't have physical copies of because I listened to it on an audiobook, and that is Better Than the Movies and The Do-Over. Those were very good books. The Do-Over is like Groundhog Day, if you've seen that movie.
Oh.
And Better Than the Movies is just a cool book. I don't know what it's like. But yeah, those are both really good as well.
So these were all of our top books of this year. We hope you guys enjoyed, and we hope you guys read some of these books. We're not really suggesting them, we're just saying that they're really good books. If you're into these kind of series or thrillers or action-adventure, whatever genre they are in, we hope you guys like them. Thanks for watching. We hope you guys enjoyed this video.
Make sure to smash the like button if you liked it.
Or subscribe down below.
And make sure to hit the bell button so you get notified every time we post new videos.
Or come back every Wednesday because that's when we release them.
So we hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye!